Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are here for episode 6 of our Formula 1 24 driver career mode here at the Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona, I think is the name. But yeah, it's the Spanish Grand Prix, Spanish feature weekend. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I don't consider it a Grand Prix weekend because it's not F1. We're not there yet. We don't deserve to call it that. Anyways, we are here for qualifying. If you guys have not seen the last video, be sure to hit the link up top. Go watch that before I give out any spoilers, which I'm going to do right now. It was a very pitiful performance in Imola, but actually I forgot to mention the next video, or this video, should have been Monaco, but after I recorded it, this is what the video looked like. Crawford, and look at that, it's put us alongside our championship rival Frederick Bastian. Some of my settings on OBS got reset, so it was obviously not postable. There's nothing I could do about it. Can't like up the bitrate in the video or whatever. But that was a pretty good race. We're coming off Imola where we did very bad, and then in Monaco we were able to hold the middle of the pack, finish in the points, and minimize the gap between myself and Frederick Vesti. But we're now here for qualifying, and if you guys haven't been paying attention, Frederick Vesti has decided to park the bus right in front of us on our flying lap, so we're getting impeded a little bit by his dirty air. By the time we come around to the last corner, we actually catch up to him, overtake him, and put up a quicker lap than him. In this first qualifying lap, we put up that purple sector 3, but because of that, we are 5/100ths of a second off of Victor Martins. Even that last little jig to the right, I think was enough to take away pole position from us, but we try and go out again. In F2 qualifying, this short qualifying, we only get one set of tires, so these tires are already scrubbed. They're 3 laps old. And unfortunately, we go wide through the last corner, our last opportunity to, get a better time than Martins. We're unable to do it. Finished 2/10 back of our previous lap, and we're gonna be starting on the front row at least, but we're gonna be looking to overtake Victor Martins to start this race. Let's get right into it. So after a few weekends of qualifying very poorly, we have gotten ourselves our second best qualifying result of the season after Jeddah, where we actually did start on pole. However, I don't count that because we're playing on like 85 difficulty, so it doesn't count. I would consider this to be a better qualifying. If Vesti, our championship rival, didn't hold us up on our push lap, I think we would have gotten pole, because we were only like 5/100ths of a second off of Martin's pole lap, so it's whatever. I think we can overtake Martins at the start of the feature race. For now, he's starting behind us in the sprint race, but we are here for the sprint race, and we're looking to go for the win here. We do have really good pace this time around. We're going to be on the hard tires until the very end. No pit stops in this one. But in the practice sessions, the hard tires didn't hold up too well, so we're going to have to watch the tire wear a little bit. Because obviously we want to manage them until the end of the race. I think I did like 8, 9 laps in the practice sessions, maybe a little bit more. And the front left was at 50%. So it's going to be tight. We got, I think, 14 laps here in this sprint race, and we're going to see what we can do. If we can overtake the Rubla, Iwasa, Fittipaldi, and all the drivers in front to go for a sprint race win here and reassert our dominance in the championship standings, as Frederick Vesti is making a move to try and close in here. But let's get right into it. Alright, here we go for the Spanish sprint race here in F2. We got 5 red lights. But this race is underway. Wheel spin once again, but we get a better start than Darula. Anyways, we're going to overtake him. It's a long run down into turn 1. Behrman getting overtaken by Novalak right now. Could be early on the brakes here. Want to avoid the traffic. And oh, look at that. We're just going to swoop around the outside of turn 1. No one putting up any sort of defense. And we're going to get right past Novalak. Actually, never mind. He's going to come back side by side. He's on that cleaner racing line. We're on the outside. in that dirty line. Ollie Behrman in P4. Oh, I broke too early. And Leclerc actually in the lead of this sprint race. So I think he qualified in P10. Novalak giving us a little bit of a shove to the outside here. Oh, crap. And I went way too deep into that corner. I think Novalak had to pull off an evasive maneuver to get out of that one. But we're still going to hold on to that P5 for now. Tires just getting warmed up. Oh, my God. That's not good. Up into turn 3, we are right behind Ollie Behrman, trying to see if we can rip it around the outside. He's not making it easy though. He's not being very stable, and we go wide, and we almost lost it on the outside of turn 3. So we're still in P5 here. Behrman not making it easy to pass. We're gonna have to wait maybe until that DRS gets activated, or someone in front locks up. Leclerc loses the lead of the sprint race. I'm not sure to who. That might be, is that Hauger? I'm not sure who that is up front, but we got to keep our head down here. We got a purple sector 1 so far. I don't think we're going to get a purple sector 2. But let's see. As we approach Behrman, it's very hard to follow on this track. A lot of long turns, and you get really caught up in that dirty air. So we're going to get the DRS here on Behrman. Someone's going to get overtaken because whoever's up front right now does not have DRS, and the DRS train has begun. We've absolutely dropped Novalak, and I think that is Leclerc going on the defensive. Oh my God, we almost run into Behrman, and we're right on his bumper. Just trying to get past, but there's not a line to get through. So we really are stuck in a train right now. We're going to have to go for something risky, I think, if we want to get past him. But we also have to get really, really close to him at the right time, and this might be it right here. Let's see, maybe we could dive bomb down into turn 4. We're gonna try it. We're just gonna go for it. Oh my God, and Behrman evades, and we're side by side through turn 5 or turn 4, and we are gonna get through.
Brilliant, nice move.
Nice move by Mark, or by myself. Mark just saying nice move, and we're able to get up into P4 here. So now we're chasing down a podium. We need to stay in DRS range, of course, because we're going to be in a lot of trouble if we can't. We're going to see maybe we can hurry up these guys in front, force them to make a mistake. Look at that. We're going to get the run on Miney here. Oh, but he's got DRS. I forgot about that. And actually, he's pulling away from us somehow. Leclerc going for the move on Benavides. And Leclerc and Benavides just switching spots right now. Because me and Miney are just caught in the DRS train, and then whoever's at the front doesn't have DRS. Oh man, we are following well though. I'm very surprised. Coming off of Monaco, where we just completely lost the drivers up front. I'm very happy to see that. Maybe it's just a Monaco thing. Spain is a little bit easier of a circuit, but let's go for the dive bomb here. Right on Miney. And we are going to get past him, put ourselves up into the podium spot, and he actually gets tied up with Ollie Behrman because of that. And I got no complaints, because now they might be out of DRS range, so that will leave me alone to go up and fight Benavides and Leclerc for the win in the sprint race. We're going to activate that DRS and see if we can catch up here. Oh, look at that. Benavides getting past Arthur Leclerc here. Not enough room for us to make a move, though, but we're right on Arthur Leclerc filling up his mirrors, and he's able to pull away a little bit as we get caught in that dirty air through turn 3, and then let's see down to turn 4 and 5 if we can get a move done here and start battling Benavides for the lead, unless Leclerc has something to say about that. He could get past Benavides here if he's gutsy enough, but AI not very gutsy in this game. This time we might actually be close enough to make a move. Leclerc is probably going to get past Benavides here. We're just going to use that toe to close in. Holy, the toe when someone doesn't have DRS is even more powerful than when someone does have DRS. As we lock up, we get past Benavides, but Leclerc a little bit late on the brakes, and we had to kind of pull to the side there, and then we had a little bit of a lockup as well. So now it's myself and Arthur Leclerc battling for the lead here, battling for the sprint race win. This is going to do very good for us in the driver's standings, as Frederick Vesti is starting to creep up behind us. So not seeing him in the top 5 here makes me very happy. Seeing myself battling for the win also makes me pretty happy. So we'll see if we can nab that win here. We got, what is it, 6 laps left to go? 5 laps? Gonna focus up here as we get ready to overtake Arthur Leclerc. Now what I'm worried about is, oh my god, he was going very slow there. We have to move to the side, but we're gonna get past it before we even, actually we did cross the line, but just after we crossed the line. And now I want to see, are we gonna run away with it, or is Arthur Leclerc and Benavidez gonna be able to stay close and then get the DRS on the next lap? Let's see here. We're going to try and push, try and get away from here. Very nice being in the clean air. And actually go flat out through turn 3.
Okay, mate.
Oh yeah, we're already pulling away. So we are headed on to the last lap here. And we have managed to pull away from Leclerc and Benavidez, but it's literally through the final 2 corners where I think it's just an AI thing. They're not as aggressive going into the final corner, so you're just able to build up like a massive gap down the straight, and then honestly through the rest of the track, a little voice crack there, but through the rest of the track, they are a little bit quicker, to be honest. I think they'll close in a little bit, but nothing significant. We did go for a mega push lap on the last one, see if we can have the fastest lap, but the tires are just gone at this point. There's not really a chance of that, so we won't get that extra point. I forget if you get an extra point for F2, but if there is, we're not getting one because Fittipaldi is currently holding that fastest lap. And yeah, you can see Benavidez has, oh, he actually passed Leclerc. And they have closed in a little bit. At the start of the lap, they're on 2.2 seconds behind. We started all the way back in P9. And we've had an amazing qualifying, amazing pace in the sprint race. But yeah, let's watch. Just watch the time difference. And we are going to cross the line here in P1. Yeah, we gained like a tenth and a bit just coming out of the straight. But let's go. P1, I will obviously take that. We're going to get max points here. We didn't get that pole position though, so let's see if we can get an extra 25 points in the feature race. Alright, so after failing to qualify on pole by 5/100ths of a second, we're going to be starting in P2 here behind Victor Martins in the Alpine covered ART. And obviously, we're going to be going for the win here. I'm going to be a little bit cocky here and just say we're going for the win straight into turn 1 and then don't want to turn back after that. Martins is probably going to be a little bit more challenging than Leclerc and Benavidez, so I wonder if that last turn advantage I was talking about in the sprint race is going to be effective here, or is Martins better than those 2 other drivers, and he will actually end up using that as well. We will find out. It's looking a little cloudy, but I didn't see anything in the forecast for rain. And then looking at our ratings for this race, we are at 71 and a half now after that sprint race. We got a bunch of points because we made a bunch of overtakes, and because of that we're at 71.5, so maybe we can get really close to 72 by the end of this one. But back into the race, we got 1 pit stop. We're going on to the hard tires after I believe it is 8 laps, and then we will be on the hard tires until the end. So there might be some safety cars, there could be a red flag. There were no lockups that I saw, at least, surprisingly, so maybe some of that from some of the drivers behind causing some crashes and such. But let's get on the grid here and let's see if we can nab that number 1 spot off of Martins going down into turn 1. Here we go for the Spanish sprint race this time. We got 5 red lights, or not sprint race, feature race, but we got 5 red lights. This race is underway. Oh my god. Oh, that was a horrible start. No! Okay, so we get a bad start. I had a massive snap of wheel spin. And now, Victor Martins. Oh god, don't turn into me, please. Oh, Deruval almost turned into me. We're leaving him the racing group. Martin's getting away now into turn 3. And we gotta be careful here that we don't get clipped by Daruvla, but I think we passed him. He's giving us the right of way here, and now we are second behind Martin, so hopefully we can close in here, get into DRS range, and then start making some moves on him. That bad start has really put us in a little bit of an awkward position here, but I'd rather it be a fight than just running away with it right off the start. I did say I wanted to overtake him into turn 1, but that is not happening anymore, clearly. Oh, and we got a yellow flag. Yellow flag down to turn 5. Is there going to be a safety car, though? Oh, yeah, VSC. Is that going to turn into a safety car? Let's see. Is it going to turn into a safety car? Doesn't look like it. We got a VSC out. Oh, crap. We've got to close this gap here. I hate the virtual safety car. It's so hard to stay within the gap because the pace, I guess, keeps changing. I can't really explain why it changes like that, but look, now we're going to have to, like, slam on the brakes or just let go of the throttle completely, trying to maintain that gap to Martin's. So we're just going to follow him around. It is going to be a VSC, and look at that. Go on the throttle for a second, and then you go over the pace, and then you're, inbounds to receiving a penalty. And it's very annoying because they decide to let the green flag go once you have hit the brakes, and then by that time, yeah, it has gotten an advantage here, but we got a massive gap on the drivers behind us now that I'm looking at it. So it looks like it's going to be a 1v1 showdown between myself and Martin. And we are waiting to get going here again. Alright, VSC coming in now. We'll try and maintain our pace. Oh, we got the green flag now, so we are racing once again, and look at that. He pulled an extra like 4/10 out of that virtual safety car. He was at like 1.6. Now he's at 2.2. Oh, come on. That is horrible. At least we built up a gap to fit the Fittipaldi behind us. So now we just got to put our head down and try and track down Victor Martins in the ART to get that race win and cap off a beautiful weekend. So we are closing in here on Victor Martins. We've gone it down to 1.2 seconds. We're not in DRS range just yet, but we will be probably on the next lap here if we can keep it clean. And oh crap, that is not keeping it clean there. We go wide, and we are now within a second, and we got to achieve an average lap time of 128.4, which should be pretty easy as we are putting up like 126s, so we should be good for that. I think some people are starting to pit now. Oh my god. Rode the curb a little bit too much. Almost lost it in turn 2. But 0.8 of a second to Victor Martin. So now we're just waiting for the DRS, I think. And then we're going to go for the move. And it will be just before we go into the pit lane. So Victor Martins might go in to try and get an undercut done on us, because he's probably losing grip in the tires. So he might call it in now. If he does, then that'll give us some clean air to put up a really quick lap and avoid the undercut from Victor Martins, because I feel like I have a lot left in these tires still. 7 laps in. There's a little bit of a difference, but if I concentrate and keep it nice and clean, we should be able to put up a quick lap here. But let's see what Victor Martins decides to do as we start to approach the pit lane here. He might stay out, he might go in. Let's see as we head around the penultimate corner here, just at where the pit entrance is, and nope, he is going to stay out. So looks like we're going to have to overtake Martins on track here. A little bit more entertaining of a race. We are going to get DRS. I don't know if we're close enough to close in on him here. We might have to follow him into the pit lane. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get no, we're going to play it safe here. Don't want to get any damage to Victor Martins, but now we're in his dirty air. So that is fun. We're just following Victor Martins very closely, trying to go for the feature race win, calling off the sprint race win, and a decent weekend in Monaco. Yeah, so we are boxing here. Mark just reminding us, and I'm assuming Martins is going to dive in as well. I'd be very surprised if he decides to stay out another lap, because he's already losing time to us behind, so he should know that he's slower. Oh, he is staying out. All right, I'll take that. Unfortunately, we might not get an on-track overtake, but we are diving into the pits here, and we're going to see if we can overtake Martins with the undercut. He decides to stay out, and I think most of the other drivers have pitted. There actually is a bunch in the pit lane with us. Looks like about half, I would say, are still out, so we're going to see here if we can overtake Martins. We're putting on these hard tires. Let's get back out there. Thank you very much. And here we go. Alright, so let's see. I think Martin's going to be coming out of the pits right now. It's that white car, I think. And, oh, is he going to get out in front? Don't tell me that's him. Oh, that is him. Damn. Okay, I thought we were going to have a good lap, but he actually gained on us a little bit. And now we're going to have to really go for it here. But we are going to have a lot better tires at this stage in the race. He just got out, so he's got to warm them up. Ours are pretty warmed up at this point. Alright, let's see. I wasn't expecting to get this close to him so quickly, but we have closed in on Victor Martins. We're going to have DRS here, and I think we're going to be able to get a move done. He's going to the inside to defend. We're going to go around the outside. Whether he likes it or not, we'll even give him the racing room, just so we can say we did this respectfully. And oh, he's coming back at us here. Oh my god, we got a race on our heads, and Victor Martins wheel to wheel through turn 3 all the way along the right-hander, and then down to turn 4 on the outside again. But this time we're gonna be on the inside. Oh no, he took away that inside lane from us. Oh, never mind. Oh, I broke too early. No, and we lose the battle with Victor Martins. He stays out in front. No. Oh, come on. Okay, but we're gonna get him here, I think. We're a lot closer than we were on the last lap. We are gonna have DRS down this little back straight here, so that'll help us close in a little bit. And then we will get DRS again on to lap 12, but we're gonna be a lot closer this time. So we're gonna fill up his mirrors, and I got him a little nervous as he gets a little bit of a better exit actually out of that corner. But we are still very close behind him. I'm gonna put the power down here through the final 2 corners. Let's see what we could do. And now, through the final corner, we're just gonna put all the power down that the AI is afraid to do. Get the DRS, move out of the way, Martins, and we are gonna take the lead of this race very cleanly. Good battle with Martins, I respect that. Simply here, Martins has been able to keep up with us, even with that advantage right here through this corner. He's just quicker than us on pretty much everywhere else on the track, minus sector 3, or the other 2 sectors, not the rest of the track. But sector 3, we are miles and miles quicker than him. And then in sectors 1 and 2, he does close in here, so we can't make any mistakes in these final few laps. Otherwise, he's really going to capitalize on that. And the last thing we want to do is give him the win without enough time to take it back, because we only got 2 laps left to go here. So we gotta be careful, we gotta be quick, but we also gotta be very careful. So let's see, Victor Martins 5/10 back right now, but we have literally dropped everyone else by a mile. Oh god, okay, Martins is closing in here. He's closing in, he's gonna go for a move down the inside of turn 1, and once again we're gonna find ourselves wheel to wheel with Victor Martin. With just 1 lap or lap and a half left to go here. Okay, so he is going to fall back. Never mind, I got a little bit too over dramatic there. He's going to fall back, but he's very close still. He's only 4/10 back. He's probably going to close in once again, and it might be a final lap battle for the feature race win here in Spain. Let's see, as we head through turn 5/10 up, still right there, just keeping an eye on him. And Brandon Vesti, nowhere to be seen in this race. I've not seen him since he impeded us pretty much in qualifying, but that's what you get. I don't know where he is. He's not in the top 5, so I'm happy about that. We will increase the lead on everyone here, but these tires are starting to go too. I was concerned with them. Like I said, at the start of the race, and the front left screaming at 30%, and then the front right is only at 7%. But we are on the final lap here. Can we hold off Martins for this last lap? I think we can. Turn 1 was really my main concern. If he was able to close in like he did on that last lap, we might have been in a little bit of trouble. But we are pretty clear of Martins, 3/10 up, 4/10 right now. So if we do the same thing we've been doing for this entire race, we will get this race win here. It'll be nice to be back up on the top step of the podium for the first time since Jeddah, I believe. We have not won a race. Actually, no, was it Jeddah?
might have been Australia, actually. I think we won the, or not Australia, what am I saying? I think we won the Baku sprint race or the Baku feature race. We won one of them, I think. But it feels like a while since we won. Not the greatest of performances. And we are headed to the final few corners here. Victor Martin's right there. Oh god, go a little bit deep into the corner. Nice little trail break though. And we are going to stay out in front. Want to see what this does in terms of drivers' standings. We're going to look at Frederick Vesti versus myself in the current championship battle. Maybe Martins enters the chat here with this P2, but we're going to find out here as we cross the line in P1, baby. Let's go. We ride on the grass a little bit. That's fine. And with that win, of course, we're going to take away 26 points because we got the fastest lap. So there's a fastest lap point in the feature race, but not in the sprint race. I'm going to try and remember that. But we get 26 points here, 36 points on the weekend. We did not get that additional 2 points for pole position thanks to Victor Martins and Frederick Vesti. But great news as well. Frederick Vesti does not score any points on the weekend. He qualified in P9 or P10. No, P14. What am I saying? Qualified P14. Finished in P9 in the sprint, which is just after the cutoff, and then finishes in P11 in the feature race. So if he misses the cutoff by one spot in both races, he's not going to get any points, which means that we have pretty much maximized our opportunity this weekend, and we are now 68 points in front of Frederick Vesti, and I believe this is race number 7, so we're at the halfway point now. We're gonna pass it going into the next race, which I think is Silverstone. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that, but we're looking good. Once again, we've built up our cushion in this drivers championship lead, and in the constructors, just to touch on that, oh wow, we're actually really close with Prima Racing. Yeah, because who's my teammate again? For sure, not doing very much this season. He's got 12 points. He hasn't finished in the points in a while, I think since maybe Jeddah, and then we're sitting at 160, so we are wiping the floor with him. And then we are going to put ourselves, like I said, very close to a 72 overall rating. We did not have a DNF. We got 12 overtakes in that race. I don't know how we got 12 overtakes. We started at the front, maybe the back and forth between myself and Victor Martins on the penultimate lap of that race, but no penalties, no DNF, fastest lap. We did some objectives for Mark. We finished in first place, so that's going to give us a lot of skill points, whatever you want to call them, towards our overall rating. But that will be it for this one, guys. If you watched up to this point, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you guys know when the next video is out, which I'm just gonna fast forward here to see what the next race is. I'm thinking it's Silverstone. No, it's Austria. So that will be very fun. I love this track. I think everyone does. But until then, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Have a great day, everyone.